Hello everyone, I'm Shock here, and I got you a little gameplay of me playing Call of Duty Black Ops Team Deathmatch on Jungle. In this game I am using the Enfield Red Dot sight, the perks, lightweight, sleight of hand, hacker, I'm using the C4 equipment, and the rest is pretty much self-explanatory, as well as that. But I'm not really going to be focusing on the gameplay in this video, as I already told you guys about I was going to meet that kid, but I actually did, and I wanted to tell you how it went. So, I met him on Saturday, last weekend, and right now it is like around 5 o'clock on the next Friday after. When I met him, what we did was we went all the way out to this kind of a big city. It was about the middle ground between us, and it was really easy for our parents to, like, go there. Thing is, like I already told you, that my mom knows about how we had never met him and how we met him on PS3, but his mom didn't know that, so it was kind of different because, like, obviously parents talk, so you're just kind of wondering if my mom would, like, spill the beans, as you might say, but she didn't. And when we first met him, you'd think it would be really awkward. But, like, the only awkward part was, like, first seeing him and being like, geez, so that's what he looks like. Even though I'd already seen what he looks like on Facebook. You know how pictures sometimes aren't what the real person looks like. And obviously, and honestly, for him, that was absolutely true. I expected him to be a little different looking, but from what I know, like, how he said he acts like how he does on PS3. Like, a little differently. Like, on PS3, this kid is really crazy. Like, he says some pretty fucked up shit, and it's really weird when you meet someone, like, when you're on PS3 and you're on Xbox and you're yelling at the people in the game. You really, like, honestly, in real life, you're not gonna be yelling at people like that. But this kid, he was like how he is on PS3, but not to the full extent. Like, on PS3, he'll be yelling at people like, "Oh, you're fucking your butthole," or some, like, random shit like that. In person, he's kind of like that, but not, like, to the extent of telling people. Well, he does. The one thing that kind of creeped me about him was he's a 7th grader, and a lot of 7th graders are not mature. My brother's a 7th grader, so yeah. But he's a 7th grader, and like my brother and me, like, I already said that my brother and me like to talk to him, so my brother acts a lot like he did. Like, my brother has a lot of immature things about him, and so did this kid. And I'm only in 8th grade, but, like, I remember last year I was a lot more immature than I am now. But, like, he was really immature, and I expected him to be a little different. We didn't really do much as, like, but, like, how I expected him to be, he was pretty much what I thought he would be like, except a little more immature than I hoped. But what we did was pretty much kind of a really good night, because it was a good simple night, like, for, like, meeting. Well, I don't really know if that's a good, like, way to put it, but it was a really good night, because, like, if you haven't known, like, if you don't really follow, like updates and stuff for PS3, last Saturday is the night that PSN came back. By that day, we expected it not to be back till, like, not even till, like, a couple weeks, like a week or so after now. But luckily it was back. Like, expecting that, we rented, like, 3 movies. I rented Portal 2, because honestly, if it's just us playing, we really don't need the online. So I didn't expect to be able to play online. Then he came. I was on Skype with my friends, even though, like, that he was here, but I really just need to get away from the immaturity at some points. I had a bunch of other people here too, like one of my other friends, one of my friends, my brother had one of his friends there. So it was like us, like them 3, and then me and my brother. But me and my friend, we were really like, me and my friend and my brother's friend, who was immature himself a lot, but he knows when to cut out. We all thought the kid was a little immature, and his immaturity got kind of annoying. But, like, when he wasn't being that way, he was a really cool kid. Like, I mean, he was pretty cool. Like, And you could have a serious conversation with him. It was really cool, or even just a funny one, but not like an immature kind of way of speaking. Not when you're like, I don't even want to get into it. But anyways, what we ended up doing was just kind of staying up for the most of the night, up until pretty much morning, and like just playing PS3, watching movies, just having a simple good night, like getting to know him. My favorite part about it all was halfway through the night, it was like we'd known him for a year. After a couple hours of talking to him and like playing with him, and I don't know, that doesn't really sound right, but like watching movies and like watching TV and playing COD at like in the same house, it was kind of like we'd known him like all along. I know it kind of sounds creepy, but in a way it was a good thing. That's the end of this video. I hope you liked it, and if you haven't yet, subscribe.